Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your boy back again. Back again. Of course, this is Friday, man. I'm happy that all y'all tuned in with me tonight on Last Second Sports, man. When we get our takedown to the last second, man. But of course, y'all know what today is, man. It's Friday, so it's Cowboys Cash In with your boy Payday Trey, man. Yeah. So of course, you already know what the topic of discussion is. You know how we do this every week, man. I come in here, you know what I'm saying, and give my opinions on this week, our opponent this week, and break down the game and all that. Give you a little something to go back with. You know what I mean, and take to the water cooler at work, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel free to use it. You ain't gotta say you got it from me. You can use it as your own. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But you're getting straight. Uh, Upfront knowledge, man, by somebody who know what they talking about. But anyway, I'm gonna quit tooting my horn. Like I said, it's your boy Payday Trey, man. I appreciate y'all coming in and joining me. You know what I'm saying, tonight on Last Second Sports, man, on my show Cowboys Cash In. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like I said, first things first. You know what I'm saying? We come in. Oh, well, let me go ahead and mention, you know what I mean? I think we all know. I don't know if it's the game of the week. I'm not really sure, but I know it should be the game of the week. We all know who we're playing this week. It's the old Kansas City Chiefs, man. Big game this week. Big game. So right off top, man, like I said, before I get into that game, though, before I get into that, I actually want to give a quick week 9 recap for both teams real quick. Of course, my Cowboys, week 9, we played the Atlanta Falcons at home and we beat them 43-3, demolished them, great win by my Cowboys. Of course, Atlanta, what I'm saying, is struggling. Actually, I give them props for playing hard. They're without Kevin Ridley. Their running game is down. Defense is bad. You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But they're trying to play hard. But Dan Quinn, our defensive coordinator had to get some get back on the team that let him go. And that's exactly what we came out and did, so we having the 3 points and hung 43 on their head. So, yeah, great game by my team. I don't really have much to say. Like I said, we beat them on all levels, special teams, offense, defense, and it was what it was, you know what I'm saying? But, of course, that's coming back off that week 8 loss that we had against the Denver Broncos. Sorry, Seth. I had to hear that from my co-host. Much respect, though. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Had to give us a slice of humble pie. But, hey, what's done is done. We coming off a victory against Atlanta Falcons. Looking good. My team looking good. I'm happy to see it. And, of course, the Chiefs, man, they was actually coming off a win against the Raiders, 41-14, which is, hey, that's a that's a thrashing too. That's a division foe. You know what I mean? Somebody who's very familiar with them, but they came out and handled business, man. So like I said, both teams are coming off pretty good performances. But actually, before that, in week 8, both teams was coming off poor to average performances. Of course, like I mentioned, we lost to the Broncos 30-16, but that's after being down 30-0. Yeah, my Cowboys are down 30-0. Of course, a lot of things happened in that game. We came out, shot ourselves in the foot. Like I said, we had to humble ourselves. And Denver came out, played their game, and did their thing. Of course, I can get into it. They damn sure didn't thrash us like the score says, but they outplayed us. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Denver. So we came out, going forward on 4th down, dropping balls, feeling ourselves, and they gave us a quick slice of humble pie and sent us home. Packing. And while they, danced, and did their thing, and much props to them. They ain't going to the playoffs. I had to throw my little jab there, Jeff. But that was pretty much their playoff game right there. They happy beating us. Like I said, they probably gonna finish last in that division. And we, after this week playing the Chiefs and next week playing the Raiders, already beating the Chargers, we probably gonna end up trying to beat everybody in that division. But the Broncos. But hey, it is what it is. Broncos got that. I'm not gonna talk about it much more. I think they got thrashed last week. I can't remember. Yeah, they did. They got beat. So it is what it is. But anyway, like I said, coming off poor performances, man, after falling down 30-0, man, and having that humbling experience to the Broncos, we came out and did our thing. And, of course, the Chiefs, man, they actually was coming off a win, but I still say they had, a poor or average, shall I say, performance. It's hard to say poor when you win, but they barely won. They won 13-7 against the Green Bay Packers, and they was at home, and that's without the Aaron Rodgers. That's when Aaron Rodgers was on the COVID, list and going through his little thing or whatever. So they actually played Green Bay in Kansas City in Arrowhead Stadium against Jordan Love without Aaron Rodgers and still only won 13-7. You know what I mean? So hey, it was what it was, but hey, a win is a win. But coming in last week, they finally did their thing. You know what I mean? It's like I said, both teams are like juggernauts, and they're the leaders of their division. So this is a big game coming up, man. I can't wait to see it. Real quick, before I get into my predictions on the game and all those things, I'm going to give you a quick the quick injury update. I like to do my injuries first because before I give you prediction, I like you to have an idea of who's playing and what's going on. You know what I'm saying, and where I'm standing with my predictions, real quick. But I'm gonna do the injury updates for both teams. It's not really much. Of course, we got some cats who's been lingering, have injuries lingering for weeks now, still on the same injury list, and that is, of course, DeMarcus Lawrence, who's still out. Randy Gregory, who was out last week, who's on the IR. Of course, he's still out, and he'll be out at least another couple games. But some new names, man. Like I said, Amari Cooper. Comes out that Amari Cooper is actually on the COVID list. So this week we will be without our number one wide receiver. Even though I feel like CeeDee Lamb is taking over that position and moving into that role, we really have a 1A, 1B, whatever you want to call it. But Amari Cooper is still the most experienced wide receiver. He's still the vet, and he's the cat, you know what I mean, that I'm expecting, you know what I mean, to come out and lead the team, you know what I'm saying, most weeks. So, hey, without him, that's going to hurt, man. That's going to hurt. But luckily, we did get Michael Gallup back last week, and this will be his second game back. A veteran who been out since week 1 against Tampa Bay, missed all those weeks on that long spree of us winning those games. So I know he's happy to get back in there and get some of those wins on this belt, and he'll be very much needed with Amari Cooper sitting out. Another big name, Tyron Smith. He missed last week. You know what I mean? I want to say, yeah, of course, he set out, you know what I'm saying, with actually having a leg, something like that. Injuries are bothering, but he's questionable. So hopefully we get our big boy back, our future Hall of Famer, one of the best tackles in the game, somebody who's on like 31 years old, but been playing like 25 years in the NFL, man. It is what it is, but big boy, you'll love to have him on your side and on your team. So he's been a great NFL player his whole career and will be a future Hall of Famer. For the Chiefs, man, all they have is right tackle Lucas Niang, the only Chiefs player to be officially ruled out this week, of course. Now, CEH, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, y'all know who that is, who's been hurt for multiple weeks. He's actually, the injury said he's been looking good at practice. And right now, still technically on IR, but could be activated as early as Saturday before the game. So beware of that right there. That's all for the injury updates, man. You know what I mean? It ain't really much. You know what I mean? The same players, but it don't matter. I mean, hey, suck it up, Buttercup. Whoever you got next man up. Let's get on up there and get it. All teams are facing injuries. Of course, some more than others. It is what it is. And hopefully, your main guys, you can keep them healthy, you know what I'm saying, to have at in the end, in the long run. But it is what it is. Now, the big thing, the big topic, it is what it is. You know what's up. The predictions for the game, man. First of all, let me go ahead before I jump into this, man. Let me go ahead and give y'all some quick little info, a little knowledge or whatever, or a little insight, shall I say, to my life. You know what I mean? I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, diehard, no question about it. But the two teams that's prevalent in my family is definitely the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I will say 80 to 90% of my family is Cowboys fans, but my grandfather, you know what I mean, the patriarch of my family who passed away, you know what I mean, in 83, actually, year before I was born, in 84, and my Uncle Tommy, you know what I'm saying, Thomas Braxton, a.k.a. the legend, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to my uncle who passed away this past February. They was Chiefs fans, you know what I mean, and of course, being two of the head males in the family, obviously, their voice was loud and heard, you know what I'm saying, but they was Chiefs fans, and my uncle hated the Cowboys, you know what I mean, he hated the Cowboys. Every chance he get, he would talk about them, hate on them, you know what I'm saying, throw shade on them, but the Chiefs was his fans. It was his team. He was a diehard fan. And luckily, like I said, my uncle passed away in February. My uncle, that's my heart. That's my mom's big brother. You know what I mean? After I left Dallas in 9th grade and moved to stay with my uncle in 10th grade in Oklahoma, finished school with, because I'm the only boy. You know what I mean? My mother has 6 children, 5 girls, 1 boy. You know what I mean? So that's, you wonder where I get these skills from? You know what I mean? These talking skills, hey, around all them women, you know what I mean? You got to learn how to, but I got these skills too. Of being the only brother, you can't be timid. But, you know what I'm saying? Get off that note. Like I said, that was my mom, big brother. They 14 years apart. I moved with him, and he was definitely the most, prominent and most consistent father figure I had in my life. So I love my uncle to death, you know what I mean? And, he raised me. So to get off all that sentimental stuff, I love you, to get off all that, he was a diehard Kansas City Chiefs fan. They got to see him win the Super Bowl before he passed away, which I think they went like 50 years or so before they won it. But one thing my uncle taught me as a very youngster, you know what I'm saying, from I knew since I was a little kid, we used to always say, the Kansas City Chiefs used to be the Dallas Texans. You know what I mean? And for y'all who didn't know, I want to say in 1960 to 62, the original Kansas City Chiefs was a team that was in Dallas, and they was called the Dallas Texans. And then they moved from Dallas to Kansas City and became the Kansas City Chiefs. And eventually Dallas got another team, which became the Cowboys. But like I said, so Kansas City, if you go look up the history, actually moved from Dallas to the Dallas Texans. So my uncle used to always say that, you know what I'm saying? But he hated the Cowboys. He hated it. We'd have many debates, and you know what I'm saying, there'd be a lot of tension in the room during Thanksgivings, you know what I mean? Because even though his team wasn't playing, he couldn't wait to hate on y'all know how y'all hate us Cowboys fans. So I get it. Like I said, it's internal. I've had to deal with it inside my family, but it don't stop me. It ain't gonna stop us. We still gonna keep moving. You know what I mean? But let me get on back to the game, man. I had to just throw that quick out there for those NFL youngsters or those who don't know, who ain't really, up on it. Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs used to be the Dallas Texans, man, straight up and down. But now, out of a Cowboy and a Chief, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but I'm definitely a Chief at heart over a Cowboy. I don't know Cowboy boots or no hat. I know I stay down here in the South, got a little Southern draw, you know what I'm saying, but I'm a Chief. And that's official. Like I said, I'm actually certified Choctaw. You know what I mean? 132nd certificate, certified Choctaw blood. Don't worry about that. Y'all under my business. But anyway, let me get back to it, man. I'm starting to give y'all too much, man. I know y'all like to hear me talk, but let me get back to, you know what I'm saying, the real meat potatoes. And that is this game prediction, man. And I'm giving, your boy, what you think I'm going to go against my squad? Was that what you thinking? Come on, man. Cowboys going to win. I think we actually going to win. You see it scrolling down here, 34-31. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. I think that both teams will come out and do their thing, you know what I mean? And, going to try to stop each other. It may come down to whoever got the ball last. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's either going to be that type of game or it's going to be totally out of whack and somebody's going to come out and not show up and the other team's going to smash the gas on them. But if that happens, it's going to be us smashing the gas on the Chiefs because I doubt we come out not prepared, you know what I'm saying? But with that said, I do expect it to be a good game and them out here, and I think that, we'll pull out the victory 34-31. The reason why I'm picking my team is because I think our offense and defense has been playing with more consistency and chemistry up to this point, man. I just do. Like I said, the Chiefs have struggled this year, starting with their leader in the 2019, 18, 19, the boy, the man, you know what I'm saying, with their MVP, Patrick Mahomes. That's who we're starting with, man. In 10 games, he has 2,940 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, which ain't bad, you know what I'm saying? But he had those 10 interceptions all by week 8. And in 2000, for comparisons, in 2019 and 2020, he had a total combined 11 interceptions. And by week 8 this year, he had 10. So, I mean, he's been playing. He's in a slump, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? But last game, it looked like they might have turned the page. So, we'll see. Like I said, they beat up on the Raiders. And to their credit, they do have championship pedigree and experience. You know what I mean? And like I said, this week they're at home in Arrowhead. So it's definitely a big game, man. Big game. Like I said, this is actually a statement game for both teams. You know what I'm saying? A big statement game for both teams. The Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? If we win, I think it's the most significant victory at this point up to this point in the year, man. Up to this point in the year, most definitely. I don't think anybody would disagree. I think it solidified our place as a true contender. And especially for those who are still skeptical, but I understand how it is, especially with the history of my team in the last 20, 25 years. I mean, even I still, got love, but I'm able to look at it for what it is and not hold the past. I mean, what's going on right now has nothing to do with yesterday. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and tomorrow has nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, I think that, like I said, it solidifies us as the true contender. And also, I think it'll boost our morale and our chemistry of the team, you know what I'm saying, to make us, even though, I mean, every game we probably do that our own, we've been playing good ball. But I think that, it'll be the biggest, most significant win up to this point, obviously, you know what I'm saying, with the Chiefs being the team that they are and having the reputation that they have. And the Chiefs, after the roller coaster start, man, and went over the Cowboys, who was a team that's performed, you know what I'm saying, and considered amongst the best in the NFL at this point. Just it is what it is, it'll make the early weeks look like a fluke, and they'll be considered their old self pretty much going forward. Nobody pretty much will remember. They'll forget the old stuff and say, hey, it was what it was. The Chiefs are back in town now. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. You know what I'm saying? If we right smack dab in the middle of the season, I'm glad how my teams look. I'm happy how my team has looked. The Chiefs have struggled, but like I said, if they end up end of the season on a nice run and looking good and move on into the playoffs, all that other stuff don't matter. Like I said, right now they're already still back number one in their division, so it ain't much. It ain't much. They didn't lose much ground. But yeah, that's my predictions on that 34-31, man. Y'all get that understood. Go do your your tickets and bets or whatever. Put that on there. Next things next. You know I'm gonna go over my fantasy starting sits for the game. Of course, this is a high powered game, offensive game. You know how I believe in high power offenses in fantasy. You want those players, and these are two of the top offenses in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they're on, arguably number one and number two, but definitely both top five. You know what I mean? So, start all your players, man. You going Cowboys? You're gonna start Zeke. You're gonna start CD, of course. I start the tight end Schultz. Of course, I'm starting Dak. Zach from Saved by the Bell. Y'all don't know nothing about him. So I'm born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. You know, Zach's AC Slater, Screech. Anyway, start him too. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, start all your Cowboys. Be aware of Pollard. You know what I mean? Like I said, Pollard's sneaky. You never know if it's going to be a game he's going to get 10 to 15 touches, you know, or if it's going to be a game he's going to get 5 or 6 touches. You know what I mean? You never know. So be aware of him. But the only true sit, of course, is the defense. You know what I mean? Because I expect both offense to be putting up points. And the same thing for the Chiefs. You're starting all your regulars. You're starting old Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Patrick, Patty, whatever you want to call him. You're starting Mahomes. You're starting Kelsey. You're starting Tyreek. Be aware of Hardman though. You know what I mean? Same thing. I feel like Pollard. You know, say he's boom or bust. And be aware of CEH also because CEH, like I told you earlier, might be activated on Saturday. But you know, this has been his first game back, being gone so long. You know, usually how these things go. A lot of teams might want to work him back slowly into gameplay mode. You know what I mean? And especially with the running back, Darrell Williams in front, who's been holding down since he left playing okay ball. I don't expect him to come out and have this heavy workload and just be this, you know, league winner or week winner in fantasy. You know, who knows? You know, anything can happen, but I doubt it. And even before that, you know, CEH, you know what I'm saying, was inconsistent to say the least. You know, and those who got him in fantasy know what I mean. But he will be back eventually. But be aware of him in this game, man. Like I said. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, start the usual players for both sides and sit both defenses for sure. If you got the defense in there, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. You can go pick probably any defense that's out there this week gonna be better than either one of these defenses. But that's my predictions on that. You know what I'm saying, as far as the fantasy goes. Yeah, start, sit, yeah, I don't have to think about it else. Oh, let me talk about wide receiver though, because Amari Cooper's out. Well, you start a CD. I pick up. I actually boost Dalton Schultz, our tight end. I boost his value a little bit, but you know we have Cedric Wilson and Michael Gallup. One of them is gonna have a good game, and the other one is gonna be mediocre to bust area, and you don't know which one's gonna be. Now I don't know how they're gonna rotate. I don't know if they're gonna put CD more in Amari's role as the X, or if they're gonna keep him where he is and put Gallup there or Cedric. I don't know, but I like the way Cedric Wilson was playing the whole time Gallup was out. He's been with our team a couple of years now, like I said, and he plays like he feels like he belongs in NFL. I like the way he showed up. Of course, I love Gallup, love CD, so I feel like we're gonna be okay. Gallup came back perfect. We held it down all that time without him. Now Amari's gone. Now it's time for you to step up as a vet on the team, Gallup, and hold it down for Amari while he's out dealing with this COVID baloney stuff. You know what I mean? This COVID stuff's going to end up hurting somebody real bad in the playoffs. Watch, it's going to come down to a crucial game, a game that somebody needs in the playoffs, and they're going to have some COVID stuff going on. Like this COVID stuff is really, altering the NFL and the landscape and how, like I said, the Chiefs 2 weeks ago just beat the Chargers. I mean, the Packers 13-7 because Aaron Rodgers out because of what? COVID. You know what I mean? And I mean, I promise you, if Aaron Rodgers playing, he putting up more than 7. I mean, I'm telling you, y'all only scoring 13 on Aaron Rodgers. I mean, hey. Not saying he can't have a bad day, but he a bad man. And most times, more often than not, he gonna put up more than that 7. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. But they walked away with that win because of COVID. It was what it was. Okay. Same thing with Devontae Adams. He was out the week before that. But anyway, this ain't no Packer show. Forget them. This ain't cheesehead. It's all about them Cowboys. So fancy starting sits, you got that, man. That's what we're gonna do. Now, the last thing I like to talk about on my show before I wrap it up, obviously every week is the NFC East standings after week 10 because it's all about winning your division. I mean, I don't care what your record is. Like I said, the Chiefs are 6-4. They're number one in their division right now, though. You win division, you automatically stamp your ticket to the playoffs. After that, anything can happen. So it starts there. Win the division, get to the dance, and then while you there, hey, ain't no telling what can happen. You might win prom king, but you can't make it if you don't go to the dance. You know what I mean? You never know. So that's the first thing about it. So I like to do my NFC East standings after week 10. And of course, starting out the division first, we're leading the division. My Cowboys 7-2. I predict that we're going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm predicting that we will be 8-2 after the this week 10 game. Now the Eagles right now are 4-6 and second behind us. 3 games in the win column behind us, 4 games in the loss column behind us. But I actually, what I'm saying, predict. I'm actually thinking, and it's hard to say this. That's why it's me being a realist. I'm actually thinking the Eagles probably gonna win this week, man. Like I said, they actually play New Orleans and in Philly. And the Saints just come to find out it's going to be without Kamara again. It was on my fantasy teams and killing me. And I play Jeff this week, and anyway. Like I said, and not saying I wouldn't have not picked Philly before that. I definitely thought they had a chance. Philly's one of them scary teams that they have a quarterback who's mobile. They have, young receivers who can make plays here and there, decent tight end, a run game that's inconsistent, but on some days show up. But they got a defense and some players over there that play hard. You know what I mean? And like I said, on any given day, they can catch you slipping. You might come out and bust them up this week. They may come out and beat a top team the next week. So I don't know. But without Kamara and the way that team's struggling without a quarterback over there, I mean, I'm actually picking Philly to win this week, 5-6, and be 5-6 after this week. So they'll be 5-6. We'll be 8-2. And then we go to Washington, who's actually sitting at 3-6 right now. Yeah. But same thing, I can't hate, man. I actually think that Ron Rivera will beat his old team, the Panthers, in Carolina this week. I like Cam Newton in the story and coming back to Carolina and doing, being back with the team and all that. I'm not a Cam hater. I don't think he can lead it to a championship, but I love the story. And I have no reason to hate on Cam. Like I said, Cam at one point in time was that dude, but at one point in time, he ain't that dude no more. But still former MVP, playing the Super Bowl. We know all the accolades. I ain't got nothing against Cam, but the story is, it's cool though. Then he came back and went to his original team and actually had a couple touchdowns last week. And you heard the "I'm back," man. He was high pitched though. I ain't expect you to be that high pitch on your "I'm back," Cam. Put some bass in your voice, baby boy. But I loved it though. I loved it, man. All praise, man. Yeah, much respect to Cam. But anyway, he gonna get beat this week, I think. Now, hopefully not. Like I said, I hope I'm wrong on these predictions. I would love for the Eagles and Washington to lose and us take another step forward. You know what I mean? But I do actually think, just being a realist, that they should win these 2 games, especially coming off good games these past week. Now, the Giants, they're 3-6, and I predict they're going to be 3-7. Though I predict they will lose this week on Monday Night Football. They're playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So yeah, I think it will go 3-1 this week in NFC East. And there's actually some other divisions out there. Like as a total right now, I want to say we have 7, 4, 11, 3, 10, 2, 7. I think we got like 17 wins in our division total. It's a couple divisions out there don't have their teams total don't have sense. So y'all quit saying NFC least. It's a couple bad divisions out there, man. We ain't the only one. You act like we the only bad division. Everybody else is good or whatever. Quit hating on the Cowboys. But anyway, man, like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up. I know that was quick in and out. I actually got a football game to go to here soon, man. Friday night lights. But I had to come bless the mic, man. Had to come bless the cam and let y'all see this glow, see this face, man. Come talk Cowboys, especially since I missed y'all last week. But yeah, man, y'all know what's up. Cowboys Cash here. I'm gonna go hit all my groups, make sure my Cowboys fans tap in. You know what I'm saying? Keep this going, man. And all y'all haters, man, hey, quit hating. Don't hate, congratulate. You know what I mean? Straight up. Celebrate, congratulate. I'll go sit down somewhere because we don't care, baby. It's Cowboy Nation. Y'all already know what's going on tomorrow night. You know what I mean? Saturday night, I'll be here with my squad, Last Second Sports, where we give our take down to the last second. You know what I mean? Me, Jeffy B, Rad, Naylor, the squad will be here tomorrow to talk pick'ems, NFL pick'ems, and give our football knowledge and some fantasy talk here and there. But like I said tonight, man, I appreciate y'all, ladies and gents, coming out. Much love to y'all, man. Much love to y'all taking y'all time. You know what I mean? To tune in to all of our shows, man, and show us love and respect, man, even through the hard times, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all diehard fans, man. All love to y'all, man, straight up. But once again, man, this is Payday Trey. You know what I'm saying? Tapping in, about to sign out. This is Friday's Cowboys Cash In with your boy, with your host, Payday Trey, man. And I'm happy y'all made it, man. But come back, see y'all tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Tap in for our show. Show us some love. All right, go enjoy your Friday, man. Do what you got to do, man. Love y'all. All right.